Life keeps getting gooder. I'm Brian Withers, empowerment coach, trainer, and author. Well, I was going to use the word better, but I think gooder grabs the attention more. It's not necessarily a proper word, but we're not interested in proper words or proper thoughts or proper anything. We're interested in things that feel good. And when the thought gooder came to me, I thought, yeah, that's got to be in the title. And it's a little humorous too. So humor is always a high vibration. The bottom line is life is getting gooder, and I'm going to explain here why it is. It's never about whether it's getting gooder. It always is. The question is, are you receiving it? And that's what we want to know, because we are receivers. We are not make it happeners. There's another word for you. We are receivers. We didn't come here to make things happen, to go and get things and figure things out, to see how they could come to us. We are receivers. And in that receiving, of course, we will do a lot of action and using our mental capacity, but it's very different than thinking we don't have something and we've got to figure out how to get it and come up with it. That's very, very different, completely different. So let's look at this business about why it is that life keeps getting gooder. Okay, so we know that contrast is the natural asking of life. Any situation that we do not like, it means that our inner being sets up one that is the preferred for us to receive. So this door to vibrational reality is always open. And contrast is always happening. Those two things in the creative process are 100% guaranteed. Expansion is always happening in this universe. And I'm just going to put a little thing in there. That is, even when we go through a whole lifetime and we do hardly any of the receiving of the stuff that we really want, it's still a vibrational reality. This universe has still expanded. We still did our job as a human being in terms of the asking. Even if we didn't allow ourselves to receive it in this lifetime. So just an important understanding to realize the complete understanding of life, and expansion is always happening. The joyous part is when we allow ourselves to receive it. So here's the thing that is something that we really want to understand, because this may be the biggest part of resistance that we feel as human beings, and that is the contrast. When we have a relationship or a money situation, health situation, job situation, any situation that we don't like, from faulty beliefs, we grow up and we tend to look at it from the train wreck version, from that perspective, thinking it's bad or it's trouble or you're stuck or it's a problem or any of that stuff. And you never have any of that stuff. You only ever have a focus issue, because all of that stuff is contrast. And whenever it happens, it's the natural happening of life. And your inner being is going to set up the preferred situation as a vibrational reality. So if you have a job you're experiencing and you don't like it, your inner being drops a job and vibrational reality all ready for you to receive right now. Starting right now, you can start receiving the path. When I say it's on the way, I mean right now, right this minute. It can be on the way if you allow it to be. Let's say you have a money situation and you're really not liking that money situation. You want it to be different. Your inner being hears that too. Here you go. Money in your vibrational reality. Now, money's an interesting one, because the way of our faulty beliefs, we're constantly asking for it. So in vibrational reality, it keeps growing, right? There's this massive pile of abundance flow in your vibrational reality of money and everything else. And it's all about receiving it. You see, it just keeps, every time we don't realize we've asked for it, it's on the way, and we don't open the door to receive it with high vibration energy, then we just keep living in the physical world in situations we don't like, and we keep asking and asking, train wreck asking, and then we just keep getting more of what we don't want. Because when we're not feeling good, we've got the door to vibrational reality closed. When we're not in alignment with our thoughts in a positive focused place, we get that door closed, and then we just keep getting the train wreck. We don't get what's in vibrational reality. We keep getting the train wreck, because that vibration, see, we keep focusing on a situation in a way that doesn't feel good. We keep the energy there, and it keeps manifesting in the same way. we're not living our true life when we do that. We're meant to receive what we ask for. We're meant to receive and look at it as a celebration, not a train wreck. It's a celebration if you have a job you don't like. It's a celebration if your money's not where you want it to be. It's a celebration if your body's not where you want it to be. It's a celebration if your relationship's not where you want it to be. They're all celebrations. And when you look at it that way, your inner being is always putting the preferred situation in vibrational reality. And then it's just about a matter of receiving. And the way we receive is when we focus on contrast in a way that feels like a celebration. It's serving us. It's causing our life to expand to more, to better. So we appreciate it for that. And then we can usually find a few things that we like about the situation, even though there could be lots that we don't. It's just a way to get our focus going in a positive way so that our vibration is high, right? We're in the high vibration zone, and we're a match to all these things that are over here, because everything over here is high vibration. And then we're feeling the emotional presence of these things that we want. We know what they are, because when we experience something that we don't like, we can pretty clearly talk about what we would like instead. Because when you have an experience that you don't like, anytime you know what you don't like, you absolutely know what you do like. It's just an easy bounce point. And when you think about what you want and having it and experiencing it, then you feel the emotion. Now you're a vibrational match to it. Now the door is open, and now it will come into your physical world. But what do? Let's take the job. We don't like the job that we're in. We want a different job. And so in the natural way, we would say, okay, that's fine. It just means I'm very clear about what I want. My inner being knows that, has the job set up. So I'm going to go and be excited for the clarity that I have, and I'm going to focus on the positive aspects, and I'm looking forward to receiving the path, which is now, today, and that will flow into my physical world and replace that existing job, and then I'm enjoying my job. And most likely, after a little while, I may want it to be different, and continue to ask in that way, because we always want to be more, do more, and have more. And even if we stay in the same job, it will evolve, because we're going to want it to be more, do more, and have more. It's the same with every aspect of our life. It's just the natural way that we are. We're expansive beings. But we don't do that. That's not what humanity has been doing. That nice natural cycle of asking, the celebration of that, the realization it's all set up for us to receive, and then the receiving of the wonderful path and enjoying our days and all of that. We don't do that. We haven't been doing that because we don't know this. We haven't been taught this. And so what we have been doing is looking at contrast in the train wreck version, and then we've got the door closed. Now our low vibration door closes. Remember, the door is always open for our inner being to put in the things that we want. So every time we have that thing, that inner being just fills it up. But if we don't know that and we're not paying attention and we're looking at the contrast as a train wreck, now we get the door closed and we keep receiving that same experience. So let's take a little example like this. Let's say we have a job and we don't like it. So and this really does happen, and maybe it's to some of you out there that you can identify with this, but you don't like a job, so you find another one, or maybe you even quit because you have some resources that will keep you afloat for a while, and so you're just so fed up with the job that you just quit it. But either way, you're leaving that job. But even in that, your inner being has got the new job all set up, so it will just flow into your life. But you're not thinking that way. You're thinking you've got to go get another job. So you do. You look around and you find another job. So you're focused now on planet Earth. You're not thinking about vibrational reality and the creative process at all. You're completely focused on planet Earth. So you're going to planet Earth and you're going to get a job rather than going to vibrational reality and receiving the job. You see, that's how confined we are in our faulty beliefs. We're just down here in this physical world kind of thing, and we're not thinking about all these nice things here that really comprise the totality of life, and that our total reality is not just physical, but vibrational. So we're all focused here on physical reality. So we get another job, and we're thinking, finally, I've left that job behind, and I get something I like, and it's maybe good for a little while. It's new, and so on and so forth. But you carried your vibration with you. See, it's all low vibration. You left the job on a low vibration, And so the low vibration came with you. So what do you think the new job's going to turn into? It's going to be a low vibration job, and then you're going to be in the same boat, and you're going to be saying, I don't like this job, I want another job. So, but by having this second job now, you've got more clarity. So your inner being just makes an improvement to the job that's in vibrational reality because it knows more because you've got more awareness about what you want. So the job in vibrational reality is actually even a more improved job now. So now but you're not knowing this, so you go into the physical world and say, okay, I'm going to get another job. Sooner or later, I must get a job that's going to be one that I like. So you get out of the job, that second job, and you find a third job. You find a third job, but what did you do? See, you left the second job in a low vibration too. So what did you carry with you? You carried a low vibration. Guess what? The third job, it turns into low vibration. So that's the cycle that goes on and on and on. And it goes on with relationships, with your health, with money, with friendships, with everything. If you carry a low vibration out of some situation, you're carrying it into the next one. Unless you know how to do and you're aware to do, once you leave one place, clean up your vibration. Then it could be a different experience. But typically, that's not what's happening. People are leaving with a low vibration and, they're carrying that. And then the next experience in whatever area of their life, it's going to be the same. Again, different faces, different places, same kind of experience. So we want to get out of that cycle. That's the old cycle of life, and it doesn't really work. It doesn't work. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel fulfilling. We have no real certainty. We're, just doubtful about if we're going to have what we want, if we can have the flow that we want. It's just a very limited life, no matter what level it's at. It's just all within conditions. So then we want to get on to our natural life, where we know that vibrational reality is part of our total reality and that those things that we want are there. That's the place we want to get them from. But we're not going to get them, we're going to receive them, right? So when we work in the physical world, it's all about going to get something. But when we understand the total creative process and vibrational reality, we're going to receive. We know we're not going to planet Earth to get anything anymore. We're going to go look into vibrational reality and feel it and draw it into us, into our life, and it's going to show up on planet Earth, and it's going to come to us. We're not even have to go get it. It's going to come to us. That's what the path is. It brings it to us, and it brings us people and resources and ideas and right timing and inspired action. It brings everything. That's your inner being. Your inner being, that non-physical part of you, that's its part on the team, and it sets up all the details. Flawless, does its job flawless, and we got to start doing our job. We've been trying to do, when we live in this physical world thing, we try to do our inner being's job, try to figure things out, make them happen, and our inner being is like, why are you doing that? Just look over here. I've got all that done. You don't have to go in there and carve out and hack your way through and get anything. I've got it all set up for you. Just get in the high vibration mode. That's the receiving mode. It will slide right into your life in a very joyous way. So you can see why life keeps getting gooder. Even if you're not receiving it, it's still getting gooder. Every experience, if you said, well, for the last 5, 10, 15, 20 years, whatever, I've had one experience after another and they turned out like this. Guess what? Your vibrational reality is way gooder than it was 20 years ago. It's got all these things. It's like a dam. It's like a water dam that's got all that water in it. And you just open the doors and boom, you get all that flow. And vibrational reality is the same way. If you will supply that high vibration energy to the law of attraction, that unconditional feel good, and it could be some conditional feel good, but you want to have thoughts that are in alignment. In alignment, you know you're there with thoughts because you have positive emotion. And when you're there, then this door opens and that stuff starts flowing in on pathways that are also amazing, full of details that are amazing, and you're receiving. See, in this physical world, you're trying to get, and there's no guarantee, and in the receiving, it's totally guaranteed. It's absolutely 100% guaranteed you're going to have what you want as you receive that path. That whole thing is going to come right into your life. Totally guaranteed. But this physical world approach, no guarantee. And what I will say you're guaranteed of, when you leave something and you're in a low vibration state about something in your life, you can be guaranteed the next thing that comes is going to be low vibration. You can guarantee that. But the thing is when you have low vibration and then you're thinking you're going to get, say, a new job and it's going to be a good job. And so it's like you're saying, well, I've got a low vibration, but I'm going to land a high vibration job. And no, you're not. The law of attraction will not allow that to happen. It's the energy manager of the universe, and it will not give you a high vibration experience from a low vibration thought process that you have going on. So if you leave a job and you're feeling nasty about it, or you got the short end of the stick, or any of that kind of stuff, and you think, oh, good riddance, I'm glad I'm rid of all of that. Guess what? You are not. You got to clean that up. You got to clean up your thoughts around that. You got to appreciate that job for the clarity, for the contrast, for the celebration. You got to be all very in a much of a good state of mind about that experience, and because of the clarity that it did give you, and the natural part of life that it is, and the expansion that came because of it. And that's all a good news story. And when you do that, now you're taking a high vibration out of that job, and you're in that high vibration, and now you're going to be receiving the new job's going to come right in, and you're going to have the new job, and it is going to be a good job that you like because you brought it in via high vibration, not low. So that's why life is getting gooder, and now the question is, are you receiving it? I can pretty much guarantee that all of you have a lot more in your vibrational reality than you've been receiving, because the way we grow up with faulty beliefs, that keeps the door closed a lot, or maybe open a little bit, that we're receiving somewhat of what we want, but not the full open door version of life. And that's why I'm teaching what I'm teaching, because I'm wanting you all to get to the open door version of life where you're receiving all the things that you want. You're not going to get them. You're not trying to make them happen. You're not trying to make them manifest. You're allowing them to manifest. Allowing, receiving. Think of those words: allowing, receiving. Not make it happen, not go get it, not figure it out. Allowing and receiving. That's the life you came for. Okay, that's the video for today. Thanks for listening in. If you have any questions, leave them on the post, and enjoy your day.